Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where it is time for more main story. As it is the beginning of the week, we have a minion roulette. This week we have with us the baby bat. Hello, baby bat. Anyways, today, before we get started with the main story, we also have changes to Ninja for Dawntrail to go over. What changes have come to Ninja? Actually, a bit. There has been a bit changed. You may notice we are missing a gauge. We don't have our Huton gauge anymore. Huton is gone. Kind of. No, not adventure plate. Go into our actions and traits, and if we look in traits, we have a new trait called Increased Attack Speed. Reduces weapon skill cast time and recast time, spell cast time and recast time, and auto attack delay by 15%. That's the effect that Huton used to give. Now it's a passive trait. So what happened to Huton? Well, ignoring the fact that there is a typo, because this is supposed to be wind damage, not fire damage. With a potency of 240 to target and all enemies nearby it, grants Shadow Walker, and Shadow Walker allows execution of actions which require the effect of Hidden, without being under that effect, so effectively Trick Attack. Otherwise, it's basically the same, 3 Mudra combo ending in 10. Meanwhile, if we take a look at Suiton, the Suiton effect has been renamed to Shadow Walker. So what happened here is Huton is now an AoE version of Suiton. Suiton is single target, Huton is AoE for multiple targets. They both allow you to use Trick Attack. Neat! That's a neat little change. That actually... The interesting thing about this change is most of the changes in Dawntrail primarily affect higher levels. This is one of the fewer changes that primarily affects lower levels, since eventually you get to a point where you only really have to cast Huton once in a battle, and then you can keep it up indefinitely without needing to use your ninjutsu on it again. But, yeah, this is one of those changes that really only affects the levels we're at right now, which is neat. It does change up quite a bit about low-level Ninja, though, and gets rid of an entire gauge. So yeah, that's about it for the changes for Ninja for Dawntrail, so let's get started with the main story. The allied forces at Snowcloak are in danger, and Lord Drillamon would have you assist him in ensuring their safety. We have long suspected that the Heretics will use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the Heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Durandare Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the Heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemies' numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If Halone is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Satoru. The lives of our allies are at stake. Alright then, on to the Boulder Downs. Let's go catch these heretics. Get our supplies back, or at least stop them from taking more supplies. Okay, out of the building. We can finally zoom out. Let's get down to Boulder Downs. But yeah, I haven't heard too much about the general response to Ninja's changes from the general community. I've been avoiding any discussion from the Final Fantasy XIV community until I beat the Dawntrail main story because I don't want to get spoiled. Today is July 4th. This is the 7th day since early access began, and like the 3rd day since the public release happened, and I am 3/4 of the way through the main story. Exactly 3/4. So yeah, I'm making good progress, almost there. I'll be done in a couple days. It's a very good game. Oh, I'm really liking Dawntrail. Holy crap. But that's a discussion for another time. We have corpses here to deal with. Oh, right. I don't need to use my Huton anymore. Okay, let's start getting used to that, I suppose. Let's use Suiton, Trick Attack. Barely really need the Trick Attack, but whatever. Okay, yeah, no, that is going to be a rather interesting change because that changes up the opener, and changing up the opener does have an impact at all levels. That is definitely something to get used to. Beyond the opener, there's no difference, but like changing the opener feels weird. Definitely feels weird because I'm very used to opening with Huton. Alright, well, the good news is we took care of the heretics. The bad news, yeah. Also, yeah, I think my suspicions were correct about that snow. That snow's probably not all that thin, or it's concealing a door of some kind. Sorry, that snow is probably not all that thick. Not thin. Not all that thin would be, the opposite of what the heretics would need for that to be a successful hideaway. Oh god. I keep turning off the mount music on my main because the Dawntrail music, area music is really good. Really good. And I keep forgetting to turn it back on for us. It's a slight shame that that's in system configuration. I wish that was per character. Oh well. It's not a big deal. It probably makes more sense for it to be system configuration, honestly. For most people. I just do things in a very, very weird way. Alright, Drillamon, good news. Mixed news, actually. My new knight sent no word of your coming, Satora. What has happened? What is that in your hand? Yeah, I found this on a heretic that attacked. This yellowing document is covered in a complex code of seemingly random letters and numbers. By the Fury, those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered and... No, we have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager they're on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen's watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we had caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use our tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The timetable has not changed, you see. Of course it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. House Sturendare must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. And we just got the Stone Vigil back too! God damn it! Well, this is a problem indeed. Next up on Final Fantasy XIV. The Path of the Righteous. Let's chase them down before it's too late. I'll see everyone next time for that.